Before I talk about camels, I must say, if you hear me coughing, it's because this video is being made straight after climbing that 300-meter high sand dune, and my voice is husky enough to pull a sledge because I was panting and really panting. Anyway, I'm trying to recover to make this video, and let's talk about camels. Turner's Travels seems to be covering a plethora of subjects in this world. That's what makes the channel interesting. It's travel, and I didn't know I'd be making a video on camels. Let's look upon the history of my experience. I first got to know camels when I worked on the kibbutz in the Sinai and the Negev deserts in Egypt and Israel. I learned how to make a camel sit down by and then get it stand up. Much to the chagrin of the owners, I was able to make camels sit down and stand up. That was in 1977. 1994 August, had a ride on the one hump camel. And of course, the camel who's got the hump is the grumpy one. Then in the 1980s, I remember going through Oregon in the USA, and they have sand dunes there, 40 miles of them, and camels make money for the owners. So there was a man who had the wit to import some camels into Oregon in the town of Florence, and he called himself, you got it, Lawrence of Florence. They were all one hump camels, but here we've got the two hump ones, and I've forgotten the name, what you call them. It's a letter D that starts the name. No doubt someone will write into the channel comments and tell me what the name of this camel is. This is the first time I've seen these double hump camels, and because they live in a colder climate than the desert camels I've seen in Morocco, Mauritania, Egypt, Jordan, they got a shaggy, hairy body. And with the help of Lonely Planet, let's learn more. Bactrian camels are two-humped beasts with shaggy wool coats. They can still be seen today hauling goods and people across the Gobi Desert as they have done for centuries. Your first encounter with a camel may be a daunting experience. It may bark, spit, and smell like a sweaty armpit. But excusing its lack of graces, the camel is a versatile and low-maintenance creature. It can last a week without water and a month without food. It is strong enough to carry a lot of gear, up to 250 kilograms. That's at least 10 full rucksacks. It provides wool on average 5 kilograms a year, and milk up to 600 litres a year. And it's a source of somewhat gammy meat. The camel also provides 250 kilograms of dung a year, and it's invaluable for fuel. Monitoring the hump is an important part of the camel's welfare. A firm and tall hump is a sign of good health, while a droopy hump means the camel is in need of food and water. If it is thirsty, and the camel hasn't drunk for some time, it can suck up to 200 litres of water in a single day. Most camels are tame, but male camels suffer from surging hormones and can get mean during the mating season in January and February, and it's definitely a time to avoid approaching one. Of the 260,000 camels in Mongolia, 2/3 can be found here in the Gobi Desert. Now we're going to have a look at the camel to see why it's adapted to its environment. And I'm remembering what I'm telling you from reading, possibly out of GCSE geography books. The feet have only got 2 toes, but the feet are so broad they won't sink very easily into the sand. The shaggy woolly body here will keep the camel warm, and we'll focus on the eye of the beast because its eyelashes are very long, which means it can wipe away the sand from its eye. And I hope you've enjoyed this entertaining video shot in the Gobi Desert during a slight lull in the gales that we've been experiencing. And all these videos are posted chronologically, so pardon my voice. And I hope that you'll come and have a ride on these camels like we did this morning. It's Mr. Turner, the enthusiastic, intrepid traveller explorer who loves imparting passion into the teaching of the humanities, especially geography. Thanks for your attention.